Okay, so we are living through a massive seismic shift in how software gets made. The very idea of what a builder is, well, it's being completely redefined, like right now as we speak. What used to be all about hammering out lines of code is turning into something totally different, and it's all thanks to AI. And honestly, it's happening way faster than anyone thought possible. And this whole revolution brings up a pretty scary question, right? It's one that I'm sure keeps a lot of developers, new and old, up at night. Is learning to code basically a dead-end career now? I mean, when AI can write its own code, fix it, debug it, you have to wonder if your skills are going to be relevant in just a couple of years. And look, this isn't just some vague feeling in the air. The numbers are starting to tell a pretty clear story. In the US right now, 7.5% of recent computer engineering grads are unemployed. That's not just a little high, it's way higher than the national average, and it's higher than fields like nursing or civil engineering. So yeah, the ground is definitely shifting under our feet, especially for new developers. So over the next few minutes, we are going to tackle this head on. We'll kick things off with the hard data on the job market. Then we'll dive into this really fascinating new idea called vibe coding. We're also going to separate the hype from the reality of what AI can actually do, redefine what it even means to be a developer today, and finally, give you a real practical playbook for how to crush it in this new world. All right, so let's get right into the big question. Is coding a dead end? The short answer? No. But, and this is a big but, the way you get into the industry is changing fast. The market for junior developers, well, it's getting a whole lot tougher. This quote from Chirag Agarwal, a senior software engineer, just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? If you're a business, the math is just simple. All those routine tasks that used to be the bread and butter for a junior dev, and AI can do a lot of that now. And that is the new reality for anyone trying to break into the field today. Now, at the very heart of this huge shift is a completely new way of working that people are starting to call vibe coding. Think of it as moving away from that super rigid, step-by-step traditional way of doing things and moving towards something that feels more intuitive, way faster, and is based on just talking. So what is vibe coding exactly? The term was coined by OpenAI's Andrej Karpathy, and the basic idea is you just describe what you want in plain English, and boom, an AI generates the code for you. It's all about speed, making it easier for more people to build things, and just getting from an idea to a working product as fast as humanly possible. Karpathy actually calls this software 3.0, and that is such a powerful way to think about it. It completely reframes programming. It's not about mastering the weird syntax of Java or Python anymore. It's about having a conversation with this incredibly smart AI assistant. And the workflow, it's actually super simple. Step 1, you describe what you want, in normal language. Step 2, the AI spits out the code. And then step 3, and this is key, the human builder steps back in to test it, tweak it, and try again. It's this super fast creative loop. Okay, and this is a huge but. There is a massive gap between quickly building a prototype with vibe coding and actually shipping professional, reliable, secure software. And that gap, well, that's where the human element becomes absolutely essential. To really get this, let's look at another game-changing technology, 3D printing. Remember the hype? We're all going to have little factories in our basements, printing out sneakers and car parts. The reality? It's an incredible tool for very specific, high-value things, like custom medical implants or aerospace parts. It didn't replace all factories. And that's exactly the pattern we're seeing with AI and coding. The hype is all, AI is going to make developers obsolete. But the reality is that it's a super powerful tool that makes human experts even better at specific things. It's an assistant, not a replacement. So what's the biggest reason for this reality check? The number one issue, and it's a big one, is security. AI-generated code, when you just take it as is without a careful human looking it over, is just notorious for creating really bad security flaws. And hey, this isn't just a hunch. One study found that nearly a third, 32.8% of the Python code that GitHub Copilot generated had security vulnerabilities. For any serious product, that level of risk is it's a total non-starter. And honestly, security is just the tip of the iceberg. The AI doesn't get your business goals. It has no clue what your users actually need. It can create code that's slow and will be an absolute nightmare to maintain down the road. It might even do something really dumb, like hard-coding secret API keys right into the app, which is a huge no-no. And then, when it all breaks, and it will, you're the one stuck trying to debug this crazy complex code that you didn't even write in the first place. So what does all this mean for the future of the developer? Well, it doesn't mean the job is going away. No way. It just means it's evolving. It's changing from someone who just writes code to someone who architects and orchestrates entire systems, using AI as just one of the tools in their belt. I think this metaphor from Raymond Koch is just perfect. The developer is becoming a composer, right? They're not playing every single violin and cello themselves. No, they are directing an entire orchestra of AI tools, cloud services, and different systems to create something that's both beautiful and works perfectly. This slide really just lays it all out. In the past, it was all about syntax, algorithms, line by line. The future? It's all about the big picture skills. Thinking about systems architecture, orchestrating AI, and, this is the most important one, being able to translate what the business actually wants into a real technical plan. All right, so what's the playbook? How do you actually thrive in this new AI-powered world? Well, it's not about trying to outcode an AI. That's a losing game. It's about becoming a master of human-AI collaboration. These right here are the skills that are suddenly more valuable than ever because they're all things AI just can't do. Critical thinking, designing smart systems, being the ultimate judge of quality. And two of these are just exploding in importance. First, translating business needs. You have to deeply get what the user's problem is before a single line of code is written. And second, prompt engineering. The difference between a good and a bad prompt is night and day. A bad prompt is like make a login button. A great prompt is create a responsive, accessible login button using React and Tailwind CSS with a blue background that darkens on hover, which calls the handle login function on click. You see the difference? Specificity, context, technical details. That's your new job. So if you take just one thing away from all of this, let it be this. The story here isn't about replacement. It's about augmentation. The future belongs to the augmented developer, the person who can brilliantly combine their own human creativity and judgment with the incredible raw power of AI. So let's end with this one final thought. For a while now, we've all been asking the wrong question. It's not, can AI write code? Of course it can. We already know the answer. The real question, the one that matters for your career is, can you lead it? Because the future of building things isn't about writing the code. It's about having the vision and the expertise to direct the tools that do.
Found this useful? Let me know by dropping a comment and hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our next deep dive.